What's up everyone, it's Magic here. Today, I'm gonna take you with me on this out of my comfort zone shoot. There's like 3 things that I'm gonna do that are completely not my thing. The first one being, I'm shooting a Sigma lens. You guys know I'm not a Sigma fanboy, but this is a new 24 to 70 millimeters f2.8 DGDN Mark II lens. It's tiny, it's awesome, it looks great, so we're gonna see this. The second thing being, I'm shooting at 1 p.m. on a sunny day. So I'm gonna be playing with this harsh light. So yeah, zoom lens, harsh light. Those are 2 things that are out of my comfort zone. And the third one, I'm gonna try to compensate that with this flash. So I'm gonna try direct flash photos, maybe flash in the hand photos to compensate for that harsh light in this shoot. So 3 things, let's do it. All right, so first couple test shots. Obviously I decided to go for a shade just to get, you know the proper images, the nice looking images. So I was trying 35, 24 millimeters. There's like a different focal lengths, and in both like images are super sharp. What I haven't noticed at this point that I'm shooting f3.2, so my aperture ring that I was using just switched to 3.2, but after a couple minutes I actually did change it back to 2.8. Not much difference. 2.8, 3.2, both look excellent. So then I went for a couple of these, lower perspectives. So I was shooting from lower perspective to get that nice blurred background of a tree, and it looks nice. It looks great. Autofocus using my Sony A7R5 works almost perfect. Like, it's not a G Master autofocus. I can see that sometimes it's struggling. Sometimes when I'm, moving too fast, the focus goes back and forth. But still, all the images that are shot are super sharp. The lens itself is actually, I love the design. Like, I love what Sigma is recently doing. They are shrinking the lenses. Finally, they're shrinking the lenses. They're making them look actually like G Master lenses, like the Sigma versions of G Masters. So we have aperture ring this time. We have aperture lock. We have zoom lock. So yeah, it's great. It looks great, and it's noticeably smaller than the previous version. All right, so time to enter the direct sun zone. So I asked my wife Suzanne to actually lie down so I could use that top light. Like, the image looked like, oh no, not like this. This one is from Iceland, and this one is from Iceland as well. And this one is also from Iceland. So why am I showing you Iceland photos? There's a reason. I'm hosting a workshop retreat in November for wedding photographers, 4 nights in beautiful, luxurious lodge. We're gonna be exploring, we're gonna be having styled shoots. I'm gonna host 5 master classes. It's gonna be full week of relax, chill, and learn like to the max. Like, actually I will give everything I have. The retreat will go on sale on Monday, and I have only 15 spots. So if you want to secure your spot, if you want to be the first one to know, make sure to sign up for my newsletter. The link is down in the description, and yeah, I'll let you know all the details on Monday. All right, we're ready to get back to the harsh light. So yep, I went for this top view, but I wasn't super happy about it. Like, here are a few images, so I decided to change to like a lower perspective, to that side perspective. I saw that reflection. That reflection was not that perfectly clear. There was too much reflection. Not only my subject Suzanne was reflecting, but also tons of other stuff. So I just went for this kind of like shoot of her being nicely lit on a dark background, just to have her standing out in that image. So the next thing we did, we went to these cool wooden stairs, but what I was particularly looking for was that lower perspective view, because I wanted to have sun directly in the back. So I didn't want to have the sun, coming from the top. I wanted to be from, behind my subject. That's why I was shooting from lower perspective. And as you can see here, the sun was actually peeking through that tree, which made it slightly less harsh, which was ideal for these photos. And these are probably my favorite photos from this shoot. I was using both wide angle and the tight angle, so 24 and 70 actually, both of them. You can see a tiny bit of flare in these images, which I actually like. I used to dislike Sigma lenses because of how they produce images backlit, but this lens actually produces really great image backlit, and specifically these portraits are amazing. What I was slightly struggling with, you can see that here was the autofocus was not perfectly working every single time, but all the photos I ended up with are 100% sharp, even if the eye was not in the frame. All right, for this part of the flash, what I'm gonna do, I'm using the Profoto A1X and the Profoto Connect on my Sony 7R5. And what I'm trying to do is I'm shooting kind of against the sun. I'm underexposing the entire scene. So my settings are ISO 50, f11, and 1/250 of a second, which is the sync speed of the flash. I'm not using high speed sync, and I'm gonna use my flash in the hand just to fill the flash. My goal is to have this very distinctive direct flash look, so everything is kind of dark and the flash is just like hitting my subject right here. So let's do it. The flash power, I'm shooting probably like 8, 9. The sun is dying a bit, which is not the purpose here. Now we actually want the direct sun lighting the subject from the back. Let's try it out. Okay, so in that first scene, I was just playing around with settings. I wanted to see how I can use that flash to overpower the sun. So sun is hitting from the back here, so you can see the nice kind of high key look. We have Suzanne really nice, well lit from the flash in the front, and from the back you can see the sun backlighting her, which creates really interesting look. Then we changed the spot and I was shooting again from the lower perspective on that 24mm. I underexposed the image even more, and then what I decided to do was to add the motion blur to the whole scene, because like the leaves in the back were kind of boring to me, so I started extending the shutter speed. I started using longer shutter speed and moving my camera. Here I rotated my camera specifically to get that look, so the flash, the frozen, the face of the subject, and my rotation of the camera, the movement of the camera made this blur in the back. For the last sequence of the day, I went back to shooting no flash, natural light. So in this case, obviously that harsh light, but we changed the spot to, we moved away from the green. The green is actually really hard to shoot with a harsh light, and we moved towards the industrial, the city kind of vibes, which is that bridge over here. I think that like city industrial spaces are just so much better and easier to shoot with a harsh light, because you get these amazing shapes of light like in this particular image. And then I was just playing around with the framing, and as you can see, I was positioning Suzanne, so my subject, in like multiple different places of the frame, so you can see that that lens is sharp from edge to edge. Even on the edges of the frame, you can see the face is still fully sharp, and I think like these images are becoming the next of my favorites from this shoot. Where's the sun? It's gone. Oh, it's back. Oh, it's here. So this is it. Sigma 24-70 f2.8 DGDN Mark II. I like it. Do you guys like it? I'm not a big zoom person. If you are, let me know down in the comments and let me know what you think about the photos. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.